He would have said it anyway. Go on. So anyway, I'm here with Andrew.
Is this a pick?
It's a bass pick.
Oh.
I'm here with Andrew Jenner. Oh my god, I know an Andrew Jenner. You're Andrew Standley. That's your name. You'd think it's my first podcast. You were actually my first. You were my first episode. Remember?
I remember.
The mini interview we did.
You were my first love.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm not sure what I mean by that.
So as we're recording this, this is going out. Andrew has an album coming up, and it's called Imaginary Hearts.
That's correct.
The release date is February 27th.
That is also
28th.
correct.
Okay.
Both.
We'll talk more about that in a minute. Let's just for some quick fire questions. What Alli and I is what you're known professionally as.
Correct.
Your stage name.
I mean, I don't really like the word stage name because, I'm not a rock star.
Not yet. He's gonna blow. You're gonna blow up, man. It's gonna happen.
Not about that.
This
but
podcast.
okay.
I'm just kidding. I don't have that kind of pull. But so, why would just kind of explain what Alli and I means is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, Alli and I was, when I started playing guitar and writing songs, I did that for a couple years. I used to play in the Haymarket down in the street corner.
I've always wanted to do that just to see how much I can make.
I mean, dude, it was
but
so
I don't
much.
even know how to play guitars.
It was so much more about
Just playing
the people,
for people. Yeah, playing for
than the money, and the money was nice, but people would say, "Oh, you need a name," and they'd say, "You gotta have a band, and you gotta have a stage name, like you said,
Mm-hmm.
And I would always say, like, it's just Alli and I. Alli and I, we're the band members.
That's it.
That's
you and your guitar.
So
why would you name the guitar Alli?
Oh well.
I named my guitar Betsy. For no reason other than just to name it Betsy.
I have a reason. It's kind of secret.
Oh, if you don't want to share it, you don't have to.
I mean, there used to be this really gorgeous lifeguard at the pool when I was a kid. Her name was Allison.
I thought this was super deep.
I'm not saying that that's named after her, but I think my subconscious
that's
tied some things together.
That's sweet. She was like your first crush.
Yeah, except she was like 18 and I was like 9.
Hey, we've all been there. Age is only a number, Andrew. Maybe you'll meet Allison someday, and she'll think it's such a sweet sentiment.
I wish I knew her last name.
I just know her name's Allison. You can't.
She was a lifeguard. So of course
Find her on Facebook somehow.
Dude, I don't even know how it's spelled. You know how many ways there are to spell Allison?
I don't know.
Could be Alli. Could be son. No, probably.
All right. Anyway, moving on.
It's not son.
So, how long have you and Alli and I been playing? You and Alli and I.
You can just say.
How long have
Alli
Alli and I? How long has that been going on?
That's August 2007.
So almost 8 years. Almost 8 years.
Before that, really.
By the time it's been recording, it'll be almost 8 years.
My first solo show was May of 2007.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it goes back even further.
I was senior.
There was something, and you already had an album before this, correct?
Mm-hmm. Technically, two.
And so this one's like your first really big. I don't want to say like big, like it's gonna be, but you know what I'm saying. Like the biggest amount of money and effort you put into a project, right?
Easily.
So where did you come up with the idea for to name the album Imaginary Hearts?
Imaginary Hearts is a song I wrote.
Which is on the album. Sure.
Which is on the album.
Which is one I haven't heard yet. It might be on your YouTube channel.
I'm secretly it's a tactic I'm doing.
Oh, you're not gonna release it until the album.
Not that people because I've been playing it for a couple of years.
Yeah,
but it's really you almost can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Like online or anything.
Which is something secret.
There might be some sneaky people who do have it. Places.
Like if you dig for it, you could probably find it. But
yeah, probably.
So,
It's just a song I wrote about, you know, not just feeling single, but feeling alone,
kind of
just as a whole.
just feeling like you're not being able to have somebody to talk to and
Yeah.
share things with. So is that kind of like, because I support you because I love you. I've seen a few of your performances. That's obviously the theme of this album. I mean, for people that actually listen to it, if you don't, you can find some songs on youtube.com/Alli and I. That's me plugging for you.
Thanks for the plug.
But that's obviously the running theme of this thing is isolation, loneliness, and not a very fun project.
No, but I feel like people. It's not fun. But I feel like if people can relate with it, then I've done my job.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's what
There's
you
like,
want to do as a musician.
you know, I'm a pretty happy guy. But life's sad a lot of times.
This is mostly, let's be honest, most of your songs are about women and relationships that you've had.
I mean, yeah, more or
Musician,
less.
that's what happens.
Yeah. Some of it's more about life, though.
Yeah, and experiences.
Yeah.
So how many songs are on the album?
12. 12
Wow,
songs.
ambitious.
Yeah. It's the first time I've done that.
Put that many on a
One of them my friend wrote.
What?
One of them my friend wrote.
Well, you wrote 11 of the 12 songs,
Uh-huh.
which is just amazing to me because I've tried to write songs before and they turned out to be crap. But
Well, you gotta do that.
it's part of the process.
You gotta write like 10 crap ones for one good one.
Yeah, just how it is.
So have you written 10 crappy ones?
I don't even think I've written 10, so there you go. Maybe I just need to keep writing really bad songs and keep at it. So you have a lot of it's a solo act, but there's a lot of collaboration on it, right?
Yeah.
So who's all collaborating with you on this? You should name drop. This is the time.
Nick Tarlowski is doing some singing.
Doing some
From the
backup
JV All
vocals.
Stars.
JV All Stars.
Victoria Shum.
She's the one who played violin on Studio Apartment, right?
Correct, on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
She actually plays
YouTube.com/Alli and I.
She actually plays violin on the record on Studio Apartment. A Jake Williams favorite.
That's my favorite song.
You know what? I went home that night and I was like, literally, I thought of you. I was like, you know what? That was a real jerk move. Like, I should have played it. I should have played it. I had a request.
Did you hear me
Yeah.
say
No.
that? Oh, you didn't hear me.
Well, I heard you before.
I was close to the stage and I was just like, play Studio Apartment.
I'm sorry.
Studio Apartment. I knew you were going to.
I should have done it.
To me, it's not.
That was like,
No,
it's
but
an honor to have someone.
want to hear your music.
Yeah.
But
And be specific about it. You know that?
I'm not upset about it because,
Here's what we're gonna do.
first of all, that was $5, so you better been good. I think it does sound better. I'm not saying obviously I'm not saying you're bad at playing guitar, but I'm just saying the violin
It's true.
really makes
She
that
really
makes that song. Like it really works for that. So
Here's what's gonna happen.
that's the happier one. I think that's like the one happy song in the whole
Yeah,
album.
it's happier.
It needs skills. Right.
So, because I didn't do that, I'm gonna play it for you twice at the CD release show.
Which you should check
How
out.
funny would that be? I'm not actually going to do that.
You better.
I'll
I'll go to both. You better play it at both. I probably won't make the Omaha one, but I'll definitely try to go to the Lincoln one. Either way.
That sounds awesome.
Also, before we go any further, as we're recording this, if you're listening to this before the end of January, you can still help support this album. And Andrew is one of the nicest guys I've ever met. One of the most dedicated guys to what he wants to do. He's smiling, you can't see it. I'm serenading him. But if you can support that, you gotta go to www.indiegogo.com/ what's the link? Like / Alli and I /
It's actually...
Anyway, go to Indiegogo.
Well, the easiest way is igg.me /at /Alli and I. So it's like
I'll put the
IGG me at Alli and I.
I'll put the link in as well as I put this up. So if you listen to it before February, support it. $10 you get it early. $25 you get a T-shirt. You get, what do you get?
T-shirt.
What are all the perks? Let's just run down the perks.
$10 gets you the digital copy of the record.
Early, a week early.
A week early. $25 gets you that, as well as a hard
sweet
copy,
T-shirt.
signed copy of the record, a sweet T-shirt.
I love
Jake
that
Weathers.
T-shirt. I love
Thank
it.
you. $50 gets you all of that, as well as a couple posters, a couple bracelets, a hand-packaged album by me and my mom.
I know. I just saw that.
Handwritten love note.
I love that it's your mom.
I'm gonna write you a thank you or a love note for anybody who donates $50 or more.
Or, okay, is the $50 you still get the house show?
Nope, that's on up.
The
That's $100.
Oh, okay, $100 is all the stuff from $50, and
Yeah, they all stack up. Each one includes the last
Yeah.
one. So $100 includes a house show or a YouTube shout out or like a song on YouTube. I'll maybe write you a song or I'll do your favorite cover. And then $250 is all of that, as well as you get to be in our next music video. I'm also adding a perk today. It's going to be $1,000.
as we record this, you're adding a new perk.
If you're listening to this, it's already up.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a $1,000 perk for everything, obviously, in the packages before that, as well as my first guitar. I'd probably do $2,000.
You're gonna sell your first guitar?
I'd sell it for $1,000. I'll probably do two. My first microphone and my first guitar.
That's a sweet deal. Because all the memories go in there.
Yeah, that's
So,
that's
yeah.
my roots. That's where I started.
Go to Indiegogo. Like I said, I'll have a link. Click on that link. Go there. Support the guy because just support the little guy. Do something nice for a guy that really is passionate about what he's doing and he wants to do it. Why not support him?
If you like acoustic music. But the album kind of stretches. I mean, it's acoustic, it's pop, it's almost...
I haven't even heard all the songs yet.
No one has.
You know, that's
There's one song... I didn't mean to interrupt, sorry.
Oh, go on.
There's one song...
I'm not a professional, so go ahead.
There's literally one song that people absolutely have no idea. Nobody does, except me and Matt and Ray.
And you're not going to release it until the album comes out.
And it's going to be...
Which isn't that exciting when you can
I did
withhold
it.
something?
Yep.
And,
Oh, I'm so excited. I haven't told a single soul. I haven't told a
Before we recorded, I had to stop you because I wanted to get you're not, you say that you're not living the dream.
Yeah. No.
You're
I'm creating the dream.
creating the dream, yeah.
Because...
And what does that mean to you?
I mean, living the dream just makes it sound like it's just this glamorous, easy, you know...
Like you've already reached the mountaintop. And,
Yeah, like,
you know,
you're
like
just
you're
sitting,
already- you're
just
already
sitting on
set.
top of the mountain enjoying the breeze.
Yeah.
It's not like that.
No.
You're climbing. You know, you're constantly building.
Which
so when I
sucks,
say...
but that's the fun of it.
But the cool thing is it's also like, in a lot of my emails that I'm sending out when I thank people for their contributions, I'll say, you are helping... Bye, Nehemiah. I'll say, you know, you're helping me create a dream. And that's what I'm doing. I'm not living the dream. People will be like, oh, you play music, you know, you're living the dream. It's like, no, I'm creating a dream.
You
And
live
I-
it-
and
you
I
know,
don't
like, I live in
think-
a studio apartment.
I-
I don't make very much money. I'm
Yeah.
not living
Broke.
the dream.
I'm broke. I missed rent. You know, like
I'm gonna get evicted.
how do you see?
Is that why you're going on tour? You're getting evicted? Is that why you're going on tour?
No, but yes. No, not really.
Escaping our landlord. Anyway, keep going.
Well, I mean, that's it, pretty much. Like, I'm becoming a believer in, you know, not just that I'm living the dream, because if you've arrived, what's the fun if you've arrived? If you're already there, I mean, I'm only 25.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, I have so much life ahead of me.
And like my thing is with this podcast or with any of the YouTube stuff I do, I've been pretty lazy with stuff like that, and now like it turned a corner. Like this year, I was just like, I gotta nail this all out. I gotta get as much content as I want, all this stuff, you know, doing all this stuff. And I can't. It's the funnest thing to me because I can't stop thinking about it. I can't stop.
That's a dream.
Wanting to do things, and that's creating the dream. That's why it's so much fun, and I love what you said about it because it just puts it in perspective. And another thing, with living, chasing the dream and things like that, it teaches you to stay hungry.
Yeah.
Especially in with the internet things I want to do, and with what you want to do with music, you gotta stay hungry. You gotta
keep you.
If you get complacent, you're gonna die. You not die.
But
your career's not gonna make it. And that's what I think is I see that in you, that you're like, you could have went to college like somebody else. You could have done all these things. You said no. I have this vision. I have this dream. I want it. I'm chasing it. That's awesome, and that's why you should support this album. And drive it home. I'm selling this hard for you.
And I mean, in addition, it's like, I mean, that brings up the whole thing of like making it too, and like I've already made it in some senses. Not that I've arrived, but in the sense that I understand. It's just about creating and building.
Yeah, and just keep going, and you understand that, like, you got to stay hungry, and I say that a lot, and it's one of my life mantras that I keep in my head: stay hungry. Don't. The minute we've been saying it, the minute you're complacent is the minute you not that you stop caring, but I feel like that's when your music falters, because then you're just like, you're phoning it in. You don't care. You're gonna buy my record anyway.
Yeah.
And this is a big deal, man. Releasing an album as small as this is to, say, like Foo Fighters releasing an album or something, it's still a huge deal. And it's...
These guys.
Or...
Imagine Dragons.
Imagine Dragons. I like Imagine Dragons.
Is that what this is?
Yeah, Radioactive is amazing.
Radioactive.
You're sitting in a restaurant.
I love it. I love it. There's
and this is where it's going to get sweet and sentimental to you. You were probably one of my biggest inspirations to start busting my hump and doing a lot of this YouTube. You inspired me. Knuckle.
Thanks, man.
We just fist bump.
Together, we have 40 YouTube subscribers. If we add both of our all subscribers together,
the four. Of
except we have each other on there, so 38. Dang it.
2 of them being mine.
37.
I'm new.
It's okay. No, you got to do it. Sorry, I interrupted.
But yeah, you were a big inspiration to it, and that's the biggest compliment I think I could give you. Is you've inspired me to chase the dream, and that should be like the title of your next album, Chasing the Dream, maybe.
Well, maybe creating.
You
gotta have apostrophe though. CREATI.
Creating. There's no G. Creating.
Yeah. TIN apostrophe.
Creating
a dream.
Creating a dream. Well, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Yeah, you gotta go. I gotta go.
I gotta go. We gotta go.
I've gotta go find some.
Anyway, Andrew, thank you so much for doing this. We've been wanting to do this forever.
This is in case you guys can't see, it's a handshake.
Anyway, you can find me on Twitter @lumberjake. You can find Andrew. You can find Alli and I on Facebook
And Twitter.
And you have a Twitter?
Instagram.
I didn't know you had a Twitter.
YouTube. My Twitter's small. It only has 100 likes, follows.
So I have like 120 something. I don't have very many either. So anyway, you can find him on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. All are the same thing. It's Alli and I. That's where you can find him there. And anyway, like I said, I'm going to put a link down there. Support the album. Give this guy some money so he can give you entertainment, and you can create the dream with him as well.
Yeah, create it.
So that's all I have for you. Good night or good morning, whatever. I don't know.